Hi, everyone. Welcome to Unleash Her. I am Roberta Campbell, and I'm your host of the Unleash Her podcast. I am so grateful that you're here. Listen, this is our 50th episode. And for my 50th episode, I wanted to come on here and talk to you about what's been going on, about, this podcast and the big things that have been happening. Thank you for joining us today. And please do me a huge favor and subscribe, follow, and like this podcast. If you're on one of the platforms, Spotify, Apple, come over to YouTube. You want to see the people that I have to interview. You want to connect with them, jump over to my YouTube at Roberta Campbell Official. That way you can see as well. I love YouTube University. It has been one of my favorite places. And so thank you so much. Subscribe to my channel so you'll get more of this on a daily inspiration. I appreciate you all. Unleash Her is about finding your authentic self, finding your purpose in life and your confidence that is possibly buried deep inside you. And that was me for many, many years. I knew that there was things in this world that I wanted, bigger things. And I knew I had a bigger purpose, as I believe we all do. And when you find your authentic self, you want to share that with everyone. And I was given this platform. And the people that I have been interviewing, there have been 49 so far. Yes, this is our 50th episode. And out of those 49 people, I have interviewed many authors, many people that have had confidence and that have had struggles in their lives and that have made it through all of that, that have come out on the other side and did the work, that worked on themselves, that hired a mentor, a life coach, someone to help guide them along the way. I did the same. I joined Bob Proctor's program a few years ago in 2021, which started leading me on this path of finding my authentic self. And I'm very grateful for that. And in that year, under his mentorship, I was introduced to one of his students, Miss Kathleen Cameron, who I next hired as my next mentor and who absolutely showed me the feminine side, who showed me how to tap in to my spirit and find my authentic self. I want to thank both of them, the late Bob Proctor and my dear friend Kathleen. I love you guys. Thank you so much for helping pave the way so that I could find my place on this earth. And, I believe we all have that. We all have this purpose and a special gift. You have a special power, a superpower. And when you find out what that is and you expand on it and you invest in yourself and, keep taking the next step, it's just take the next step one day at a time. You will be led to a journey in life that you didn't expect. I did not expect this podcast to be as successful as it has been. And I'm very grateful. I'm so grateful for every one of you that have been listening and watching and viewing and supporting. I love you all and I appreciate you for that. But are you sitting in the sidelines? Are you sitting in the audience wishing and hoping? Are you one that wishes and hopes that you could write a book, that you could start your own podcast? Because I know there are people out there, because I've met you and I have, had conversations with you. And I want you to know, oh gosh, it's your turn. It's your turn to find out who you are. Quit wasting time. Don't wait until something happens in your life. That's what happened to me in 2018 when I thought I was beginning the next chapter of my life as an empty nester. I was a stay-at-home mom for many, many years, and I am so grateful and so blessed that I was able to, spend that time in my children's lives and in my family's lives and been able to help guide and to be with them. And family has always been very important part of my life. But I knew that I was meant for more. I knew that I had a bigger purpose. And meaning that there were other people that I needed to help uplift and help guide. And you see, I went through this process the last few years of really digging into to my authentic self and finding out who I am so that I can have this platform to help you. You know, your authenticity, your superpower is about living it. And so one thing is led to another. The podcast, all right. First of all, a few years ago, yes, I published my first book, She Looks Fine. I co-authored it with my daughter, Paige. Love you, Paige. Thank you for helping me along that journey because it was it was interesting. Nothing is good or bad. It's what you make of it. So it was an interesting journey. And that journey started with my daughter being in a very bad accident in 2018. And, I was in California doing hair extension training. When I came back home, I became a caregiver for my daughter who had just been hit by a car while crossing the street in a crosswalk. This book right here and this crosswalk right here. So we put this book together. So my daughter suffered from a traumatic brain injury and other invisible injuries. She's not the only one. You could be experiencing something inside, something, it could be from an injury, it could be from trauma. We've all had a lot of things in our lives. And so we wrote this book because she looked fine on the outside, but on the inside, she had a lot of pain, daily migraines. You may be dealing from the same. You may be dealing from past hurts. And if we take the time to invest in ourselves and to work on ourselves, we can heal through that. And it is a healing from the inside out. And when you begin to heal from the inside, the whole world opens up to you. So, how do you do that? Well, I did it through the guidance of my mentors and my life coaches. And so that's why I also knew that's what I had to do. But you see, I had to go through this first, and had to go through the healing process and to find out who I really was and who I am here to help. And I tell you what, that empty nester syndrome, I think so many of us have been there. And I seriously knew that if I could help others, and if you are in that empty nester syndrome, were you that stay-at-home mom that gave your family um the attention and helped your kids, helped raise your children the way that you wanted to. And you know, I love it. I love that I was able to do that. But then when it was time and they moved out of the house and they move on with their own lives, where are you? Do you feel like the giving tree? Do you feel like, oh my gosh, I did so much for everyone else, but here I am. And I felt empty. That was me. I felt like I needed to do something for society. And so being able to give back by writing a book, by co-authoring this collaboration with others in the Bob Proctor program, we donate our proceeds to the Unstoppable Foundation. And so this has just given me a bigger purpose here in life. I'm very, very fortunate. And so if you're someone that is struggling and you just need some guidance and some help, if you've always wanted to write a book, if you've had that idea that, you know, I want to write a book. Like this was me years ago. And I gave up on that because I didn't think that it was possible. But I want you to know that anything is possible. And when you combine the masculine and the feminine energy, because that's what it's about. So I used to be all masculine energy. I grew up in a household that was blue collar family, and we worked really, really hard. I'm not saying that that's wrong or right, but that's what I knew. And so working multiple jobs, my parents did the same and worked very, very hard. And there's a part of when I started combining this feminine energy, which is more of like a spiritual energy, and I brought those together, my world exploded. That's when everything happened. So by feminine energy, I mean spirit, by putting in yourself into a relaxed state. And that could be meditation. It could be visualization. It could be staring at the flame of a candle. It could be taking a walk in nature. So there are so many different modalities to this. There are so many different ways of tapping into your feminine energy. Listen, this is not male or female. And I will tell you, for anyone that has the perfect combination of both, you will be unstoppable. You are unstoppable. And those are the ones that have done big things in this world. You may say, well, I don't want to do a big thing, but maybe you can. And if your purpose is to help others and you're just sitting back, then maybe we need to look at things again. Maybe you need to look and say, do I feel fulfilled? Have I done everything that I can? And instead of looking at the negative and complaining about what is, how about changing things? How about starting with you? How about starting with you and healing from the inside out? Unleash her is unleashing the beauty within. And we all have that. The beauty within is the love within. You know, we say, stop apologizing for who you've been in the past. Get out of that victim mentality, because when you do and you step into more of a victorious, more of I'm here to help others and take the focus off of you, your life will change. I appreciate you all. I love everyone who has been on my show. They have taught me so much, and I'm just getting started. And listen, if it's your turn to start a podcast, if it's your turn to write a book, if it's something that you have been wanting to do your entire life, reach out. Let's talk, because I'm going to tell you right now, I can help you. My program, Unleash Her, my coaching program, it is 6 months and it will change your life. But listen, you've got to decide. Yes, decision is the first thing you need to do. You need to make the decision that you are not going to stop, and that you're going to be all in, and that you want that in your life. I am going to show you how to find health, happiness, and wealth, all of the above. I believe you can have it all. I do. I've seen it. I know it. I feel it. I am there. And I want to help you. So listen, let's not stop. We're just getting started. Okay. I did not get started until I was over 50. And I see a beautiful world out there. And I hope you do too. And if you don't, let's talk, because I can help. Let's do this together. Let's let's do our part to raise collective consciousness. Because when we start focusing on the positive and doing what we're meant to do here on this earth, it is a beautiful world. You will see the beauty. The others will see the beauty, the confidence in you. They will see your authentic self coming out, and they want a part of that. They will want to be close to you. Guys, let's do this. It's a beautiful world. Let's keep this going. Let's unleash our beautiful, authentic self. I love you all. Stay tuned for the next 50 episodes of Unleash Her. Love you all. Until next time, see you later.